Man, I've got so much shit in my inventory. I don't know where I pick stuff up anymore.
You don't know, James. What's up, people? We're back
Hello,
live.
nut sacks.
Yeah.
What
The
are you
golden
drinking,
nutsack.
James?
I am
That's true.
drinking Middle Ages. It's called Late Night IPA. It's that brewery, Middle Ages, I went to in Glens Falls.
Oh, nice. How was that?
Sweet.
That's good. They got good beer.
How was your trip?
It's like a fucking real where you go in there and they got like dragon heads. I asked where they got them. A family friend makes them. I was like, fuck you. I wanted one.
that seemed overly aggressive, but okay.
No, I was like, oh, because he said a family friend makes it. Because then my wife was like, how much would he do it for? He was like, I don't know. I don't know if he does it for other people. I'm like, they're a cool ass. Like the ones that you hang on the wall.
He sells them shits.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck, they're awesome though. Yeah.
Cheers,
what are you
fellas.
drinking? What do you got?
I've got just some Sam Adams. I don't whatever the seasonal is. I don't know. I'm like 8 beers deep here. Cold Snap.
Nice.
Got the beautiful murder mug back. Out.
I took a power nap today. It was nice.
There you go. And I'm just drinking some cran grape.
Nice.
Delicious.
Yes, it is. That's one of my favorite ones.
So that is my favorite one of the cranberries.
Good stuff.
Baseball. Yeah, the Sandlot and the Golden Child. Episode 115.
Yep. Well, which one are we
moving along? With? We are moving along. Do we have an intro?
No, not tonight.
Aaron's lazy.
I was a little too busy. Hey, anybody can do an intro and just send it to me. Okay. Anybody can do an intro. This
is the intro. This is the intro.
There we go.
There you go.
There you go. That's our thing.
You can send me a video just like that. Anybody.
Do we want to talk about the mall story? You wanted to bring it up.
Oh yes, I did. Because this was
ridiculous.
So yesterday, Friday, for those of you if you're watching this in the future, I don't know the date. Oh, February 17th, 2023.
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Yeah, but this is for the people that are watching this in the future.
Oh, that's true. Future. We're from the future.
See?
We do get millions of late viewers.
We do. That's real late at night. You know,
it's true.
People are, they're
questioning their decisions in their life.
Yep, who they hooked up with, the coke they did, the meth they did.
Do I need to go get tested?
Yeah, that's what they're thinking about when they watch this show. And we're fine with that. That's when it's like their third eye opens, and they after this they're like, you know what? Even though none of us have ever done that, they're like, we don't want to end up like these guys. We're gonna make better decisions with our lives than doing a show like this.
These guys clinging on to their scrap of fame.
Nah, we're fucking great, but
we're the best.
We're great. No, seriously. So, people, yesterday we were at the mall up near where we live, which is none of your business because that whole fame thing.
And true, we are quite famous.
I was
nope.
Yeah, I was going up there to run to the ATM and to grab something to eat real quick. Place where I go to, I usually, I order my food and then I'll run to the ATM. I'll order my food, pay for it, then run to the ATM and run to do what I got to do while he's making it. But there was a line, so I was like, fuck it, I'll run to the ATM. So I run to the ATM, get my money out, I'm walking back, I look over, I'm just looking around. I'm thinking to myself, that white dude with that hat on kind of looks like Chris.
That white dude.
We do look, we look very similar.
But I was like, it was funny though, because I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen Chris wear a hat, but I don't remember. It's not very often because I see, you know what it is? I see you not most of the time. I see you on the podcast, and you never have a hat on.
You know what's funny is I legit every time I go somewhere, most of the time I'm wearing a fucking hat. Like I don't do it. I'm not doing it here. Obviously, I don't do it at. I don't do it at work. Even we had a work outing once, and I had left early, and I went home to take care of some stuff, run an errand. I changed, and I was wearing a hat when I went and met my coworkers. My boss is like, "Who the fuck is that?" I'm like, "I've never seen you wear a hat."
Yeah,
I wear it all the time.
I don't.
It's weird. it's that weird aspect when you see someone out of the context when you don't usually see them, how they actually are.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And the funny thing is, like, well, you know, the last time we all hung out was at your house. You definitely didn't have a hat on there,
No.
Nope.
which makes sense. So yeah, it's just I'm just like, but anyways, it looked like the way he was wearing his hat, like walking, it just looked like, you know how like when someone famous goes out and about, usually white
Trying to hide.
hat
Yeah.
with the brand brim, like we already know who the fuck you are.
I am
wearing your
trying.
hat
You
is
know how
just-
famous we are. I am trying to hide.
The hoodie, the hood up
So-
over the hat.
So anyway, I texted him, but I'm like, yo, I was like, yo, are you here?
No,
Going to my-
no. You know what's funny? No, before
So
hold
what
on,
else?
you're skipping a
Go ahead.
step. So I was going to see Ant-Man and the Wasp because I love the Marvel movies, and I legit take a picture of the movie poster. I'm sitting. I'm the first
that's
one in the theater.
That's-
It's 15 minutes before the movie starts. I sit down. That's why I love going to the theater. That nobody goes there.
Yeah.
yes.
It's not the nicest one around, but it's cheap
It's not terrible, though,
and it does the job.
especially the recliners. The recliners,
Just like a hooker that you need to get done. But
Gets the job
so
done.
it gets the job done.
As
They
long
all
as
do
you're
the same
clean.
thing. They all do the same thing.
Oh, shit.
So I take a picture of the movie poster and I send it in our group chat, and then after literally like within 10 seconds, that's like, yo, are you at this place and are you wearing a hat? And I look up, I'm like, I'm the only one in this fucking room. I'm like, so I text back, are you in the room?
Yeah,
This is creepy.
Their exact words.
You're like, you're freaking me out, man. Where are you?
I'm like, are you hiding in a corner? I know you're black. You'll blend in.
I wasn't though. I wasn't in the corner. I was all out and open, light, bright. all that shit.
Aaron just waited a half hour later until you showed the movie cover. And then he was like, "Hey, are you at the mall?"
No, it was like it happened too. I just happened to be scrolling through Facebook and I seen that. And I was like, oh shit, are you at such and such? Because I know he goes to that theater. We've discussed it plenty of times why we go there. It's close to all of us and it's fucking cheap.
Yeah.
And
Fucking $6.50 matinee, baby.
and I didn't recognize, fucking speaking of which, Regal's matinee is $11 fucking $11
Yeah,
and change.
God damn.
Fucking thieves, man.
And then their regular time, like because we're going to the pool movie, and it's in the evening.
Oh wait, Winnie the Pooh.
$16 per fucking ticket. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
God
that's
damn.
insane. Man. And that's not even
Bullshit.
buying nothing else yet. That's just a ticket.
That's $32 just for tickets.
Yeah.
You're like $100 to go to movie theaters. man.
You realize it's legit $20 to rent that when it comes on streaming.
Yeah.
And you could rent it, watch it.
And listen, sometimes the streaming is even better. Just for example, Megan, it's getting released on was it Peacock, and it's
Yes.
unrated.
So it's gonna have more shit in the movie, which
You
means I'm
think
gonna
the
watch
theater
it.
would have unrated, like a longer version? No,
No,
they're waiting for
no.
streaming.
Well,
So I'm gonna watch Megan.
I get it though with
when
the
it comes out.
theatrical release because it's like, okay, well, we're trying to get a big audience here,
And
and then they add extras for the. I don't know.
there's standards you have to meet to release a movie in theaters. When you put it on streaming, you can claim unrated, and you just include a couple extra scenes that you probably had to cut for ridiculous reasons.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure it's by no means as outrageous as we think it is, or a
Yeah,
huge
probably.
difference.
Yeah. But gentlemen.
No, but that was funny. I'm like, what the?
Mhm.
The point of the story: Aaron and I were in the same place at the same time and did not see each other.
Well, I seen him. You didn't see me.
Well, he saw.
He wasn't sure if he saw.
I'm a
That's true.
like a chocolate.
Aaron
ninja.
just seen a white dude walking.
I just pretend. Yeah, I just pretend I
And
don't see people like Aaron.
if he then if a fat white guy walks by me and go, "Hey James, are you at the mall?"
Oh, that's the thing I wanted to mention. That's the thing I wanted to mention. But if I would have known, like I thought it was Chris, but I wasn't 100% sure. I was just gonna I would have said something to him. I would just yelled something because the mall there's like hardly anybody there. It was like just me and him there.
Yeah, I know. You
Basically,
get a couple senior citizens walking
around, power walking the mall.
Some
power
power
walking.
walking people. It's not exactly popping off type
No.
establishment.
I don't even call it a
Listen,
mall no more, man. It's fucking crap.
I can't believe it's still there, but it is. So
Money.
It's like when I saw a person of color walking down the street in front of my house the other day. I was going to text Aaron and say, "What are you doing outside?" But you know,
listen, see, that's a little bit different.
You got to have a pass from us.
As a matter of fact, if you see me walking down your street, you better call me or text me or something because I have a vehicle. What the fuck would I be walking way over there for?
I don't know.
It's too cold for that.
That's true.
Maybe
you gotta make sure to check to see if he didn't break down or something. You're like, yo, what the hell are you walking?
No, now if it was the summer out and we were going to hang out, like say if we were hanging out at your house, it's summer.
I mean, Aaron and I don't live that far. If we were desperate, one of us could walk.
Okay, I'm gonna say this: if you see me walking,
okay,
call 911.
James is in trouble.
Yeah, call 911. Something's going on.
James doesn't live as close.
You don't catch me walking.
Oh, especially if he's walking way the fuck over here by us. Like, James, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, that's not a good sign. Just help me out. Call 911.
Like, what happened? But listen, my wife, every time I bring cheese in the house, she throws it away. So I'm running away. Why didn't you just take the car? I didn't think of that.
That's you throw cheese out. That's a divorce.
Like I do like cheese. I don't know. Should we talk about these movies?
Yes, we should. Which one are we starting with?
Let's start with
I have less to say about. I have more to say about Sandlot, probably. So I think
you want to get gold. You want to get Golden Child?
Yes. Early ratings, gentle people.
I'll give it a 4.
Oh wow.
Maybe 4.5. We'll see.
I'm with you, 4.
You crackers.
I heard you, and I expected that response.
Yeah, I said crackers.
I gave this an 8. By the way,
I've seen both of these. I love both of these movies, but 8.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
See, I think this is one of Eddie Murphy's least.
Yeah, it's not even, it wasn't even that funny.
No, it's not. Like the writing's bad.
It was. I'm like, I liked it when I first seen it, like years and years ago when it first came out. I thought it was pretty cool. But I'm watching it now. I'm like,
No, I'm watching it, and I know I've seen it, and I'm waiting for something to just kind of refresh my memory. And it wasn't until the scene where after the guy turns into the demon and he's fighting him in like inside of like a water tower or whatever the fuck it is. I'm like, all right, now it finally looks familiar. Now I know I've seen this before.
Oh shit! Yeah. I mean, I know just from looking at the cover. Like I've seen this movie so many fucking times.
But this, I don't know, man. This was just weird for Eddie Murphy to do. I feel like, and
I agree.
I feel like I don't know. This seemed like one of the movies he did just maybe he was looking for a fucking paycheck or something because this was not that good.
Or when it was around when he was hot too. Don't forget. So they're just whoever's throwing the biggest check. Which I mean, if that's the case, fuck it, I'd do the same thing. Can't blame him for that.
I'm not blaming him for that.
No, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But no,
fuck, I'd whore myself out too. You got to grab the moment while it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll whore myself out, and I'm not even talking about movies.
James really burning down the class of the show again.
But anyways, but it kind of it felt like I was watching like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like how it was filmed.
No, I could kind of see that. I can kind of see that. With the kind of
watching a fucking Buffy episode. I'm like, what's going on here? Like the guy turns into that little fake magic flame turns into like a rat.
This was. I also felt like. Wait. What year was this? 80. Mid-80s?
I feel like 88, 89, maybe.
I feel like even the special effects were bad at the time for this movie.
Yeah.
You looking it up, James?
Yes, I am.
All right.
But like, I don't expect a lot when we're watching
1986.
86.
Okay. 86.
Okay. So I don't expect a lot from the special effects departments when we're watching 80s movies, but I felt like they were even bad for this.
Yeah, I didn't like how they did it. Yeah. That one guy was so stiff, like the main villain. Then it did that fucking little magical like flame, and he turns into a rat, and I'm like, yeah, that's crap. But
what
I
about
don't hate the movie? Like I said, I watched it many times.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Eddie Murphy. just watching him in general is usually pretty funny.
I just wish I wish he had more jokes. He had a couple funny things, but
my favorite part of this movie, joke-wise, from Eddie Murphy was when he was in the rowboat yelling shit about the guy that took his $100.
Roll your ass till it bleeds.
Yeah, that was legit the only time I actually laughed out loud.
I was laughing a lot throughout this movie.
When he was going back and forth with the Asian dude. The one playing the game, yeah, that was funny.
Yep,
those parts are funny.
Took his $100 and then disappeared.
Yep.
They just started calling him names.
Right at the beginning, where he's walking down the street and he comes across a guy reading Chunky Ass's magazine.
Yeah,
that was funny.
That was pretty good.
Now, did you guys pay attention to the newsstand? There was another magazine like right next to it called Nasty Ass.
I did not. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like, okay, so there's the Chunky Ass, and like, so there has to be more, and there was a few more sitting over there. Like, okay,
that's funny. I never noticed that.
And then really quick, just to jump ahead, just because I know we're gonna start talking about the golden child, but when there's a part in the movie where actually it's when they go, I think is it when they go get the kid? Maybe it's not that part, but anyways, there's a body hanging in front of the cage of what the kid's in.
Oh, to hold him up to balance it?
I'm assuming so. I don't know. I guess
yeah,
so. But there's a body.
He's in a cage with a chain, and the other side had a chain, and there was a body. It was to level out the weight, I think. But yeah, it was still a body that was fucked up. It was a dead body. Just
So I was talking to Fran. Well, Francis was pointing it out, and I was like, I can't remember if I don't remember seeing that before watching this movie, but I haven't seen this. But at the same time, I haven't seen this movie in a while, so I don't remember if it was just something you just seen and didn't pay any mind to. But I feel like with a body hanging, that's something you're not gonna forget that. I don't think.
Yeah.
Because that's something you point out. Like, but yeah, that was a body hanging. If you didn't realize that.
I do. I seen the silhouette. Like I didn't pay attention too much. I didn't know if it was a body or not. But I seen how it was balancing. They had something on the other side balancing the cages.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like when they right at the beginning when they go to kidnap that kid and they go to put this cage on him, all I could think about was one of those games you play in an arcade with the claw that drops down. Because it legit looked just like that.
Yep.
Just closed off more,
Yes,
one of those claws. Yeah.
Bloody oatmeal.
Yeah.
And then I cracked up when after Eddie Murphy first asked questions to like that serpent queen behind the curtain there.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot what he asks the other like monkish girl or something like that. She's like, one of her answers just was raped by a dragon. Literally just casual.
Oh,
like, what the fuck?
He asked, he goes, how you get that mix or something like that? Like how you get
that?
Because
she's been alive for like 300 years or something.
Yeah, it's just 300 years. He was like, how? And he was like,
one of her a casual rape joke.
Yeah,
that was real casual. Raped by a dragon. I was like, what the fuck? I laughed. Because that's just some crazy ass shit to be saying.
And I noticed, who the blatant spraying of her with a hose while she was in a white dress when they attacked the bikers there.
Mm-hmm. It was disappointing though, because you really don't see anything.
You don't.
You get the top. You get the top of it.
No, but there was no poking action.
No,
you couldn't really see anything.
Yeah.
But they blatantly sprayed her. It was a blatant setup just because she was wearing like a white dress to spray her with water.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say it was unnecessary. I'm not upset about that part. I'm not upset about that part, Chris.
I'm not upset about it, but I'm just saying how blatant.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean,
it's
the 80s, and that's just how fucking the 80s and even the 90s were.
I mean,
with stuff like that.
Not even just the 80s and 90s, but still.
Well, further back.
I thought her whole death thing was corny.
Beauty and the Beast type thing.
Yeah, they fucking killed her. Then he has to go and get the child, and the child just touches with the finger, and his eyeballs open up. But didn't she get like stabbed or something in the back? How did she die?
She took arrows to the back.
The arrow to the back. You think she'll wake up and go, "Oh fuck, my back"?
You would think so, but then she was fingered by a kid and came back to life.
Oh yeah, that's right. He gave him the green thumb.
I wouldn't put it out there like that. I wouldn't.
The little kid gave the thumb of life.
Oh, he gave her something.
He
gave
flicked
her a
a
finger,
magic
all right.
bean and something grew back.
Oh God,
He was touching her feet.
we're going down a dark hole.
Yeah, we're going.
He was touching her feet.
Let's climb back out of this, guys. We can do this.
But the fight with the bikers was bad.
It was funny, but it wasn't
It
a good.
was-
I mean, I wasn't expecting a good fight scene, but it was a funny scene. It was a bad fight scene, but it was cheesy and funny and fun. It did what it was supposed to, I guess.
The female monk girl was fucking kicking most of their asses.
Yeah.
And Eddie Murphy's just looking like, what the fuck? How the fuck do you fight like that?
Eddie Murphy was the least important part of this movie.
100%.
The chosen one, yeah. And that's, you know what? That's probably why they had him in this movie, just because of his name, and they had this idea. Like, we just need somebody to kind of just.
Yep.
If Eddie Murphy wasn't the billing on this movie would have failed spectacularly.
I can see that. It wouldn't have got the attention that it had with Eddie Murphy.
I mean, it also could have been, depending on, well, maybe not though, because they'd probably kept the same story, but take the comedy out of it, I guess. Similar stories.
I mean, she basically banged him almost immediately.
Oh, 100%. Oh, they were in love after fucking 2 days.
Yep. Yeah.
Listen, that's you
just like every other movie. We fell in love. You said hi to me. Yep. I love you.
Listen, you saved the golden child, man. That's a lot. They went through a lot.
No, she had already given it up and was ready to marry him before they saved the golden child.
Well,
but here's the thing. Before that, didn't that old guy say something about you can't taint him or something like that? The chosen one can't be tainted, but she goes and fucks him anyways.
I don't remember.
He said something. I swear he said something like that. Like, because wasn't he basically saying don't do anything?
Basically, because he slept on the couch that night.
Yeah.
Or, well, he was going to sleep on the couch.
I don't know. It was just so fucking. But it was like it's an '80s fucking kind of action. Eddie Murphy trying to be in a kung fu movie, action kung fu movie. Because there was a lot of fucking martial arts by the chick. I mean.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The characters, I didn't like. Another part, but they always have that dumb one henchman.
Yeah.
Like, and the golden child touches him and he becomes his slave, and he's just going around helping him.
It's funny because that was like another '80s, '90s thing. I feel like they kind of steer away from the stupid henchmen nowadays.
I hope so, because who's going to have guys that are dumb as rocks help you do something?
Easier to control.
I get, but like,
manipulate.
Hey.
But
we can't rob a bank. We're going to get caught. He's going to be sitting there licking the windows.
I mean, the storytelling wasn't that deep in the 80s. Nah. Even the 90s. It didn't need to be, yeah. The audience has matured now, and the story has to mature as well with that.
Would you also say that people take more risks now as far as telling more of a story?
I think you have to. You have any idea how hard it is to come up with something original? You have to take risks.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I wonder.
100%.
But then again, I guess you could say people are always taking risks in creating film. I guess though, because
I mean, look what's come. Look at what we were talking about before we went on air. Fucking Cocaine Bear next weekend. We're gonna go see that.
Oh yeah. I can't.
That's a risk.
It is. I'm going to see that.
I can't.
Possibly going to see it twice. This next weekend.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I can't wait for the confused kids to see that.
I feel like the parents will be smarter this time around. Unlike when Sausage Party came out and a lot of them were pissed. I'm like, did you even check out the trailer?
Parents can get pretty stupid.
Like, did you even check out the trailer? Did you see who's in this movie? Seth Rogen's in this movie.
Well, a lot of people go, they heard it before. We say it every day. Like the parents say they don't swear and everything. Bullshit. You're swearing in front of your kids.
Yeah. No, but
you don't know they're in the same room and you're doing sex jokes and shit. They hear it all the time.
100%.
That doesn't mean that. Yeah, but that doesn't mean take them to go see fucking Sausage Party though, James. Nah.
Why not?
First off, even if hold on. Even if you don't know who's in the movie, why would you take your child to see anything called Sausage Party?
That is true.
Great.
Come on,
That
just
is true.
based on the
Great-
fucking name
great
of the
question.
movie.
Yeah, that is true.
Funny movie though. Funny fucking movie. But that's not what we're talking about, guys. We're talking about the Golden Child, which we're almost done.
One of my favorite parts was the necklace. Was when he meets the guy and he takes
Yeah.
the $100 from him for the necklace.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty funny. Like I said, it led to the only part of the movie where I actually laughed out loud is when he's in the rowboat.
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm gonna." What was he saying, Aaron?
I'm gonna roll your ass till it bleeds. I gotta start using that phrase. I'm gonna roll your ass till it bleeds.
When he's trying to cross all those pillars and there's no ground and he's holding the water, that was good. And he's yelling up at the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fucking I almost forgot the airport where he pretends to be the stolen artifact cop.
Oh, it pretends to be his brother.
After he
That
puts
was
the
funny.
knife in the stranger's pocket.
Yep. Pretends to be the detective really quick, picks that up.
That was a
That
good
shit was
scene.
Funny. And then the part where he acts like he's the guy's brother.
Yep.
That whole airport scene was funny.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's like, oh, this movie.
And another blatantly, I guess you could call kind of sexist theme is where the girl says, "Are you coming to bed?" after they get back, and she's pantsless. She's just wearing the guy's button-down shirt. And then there's the whole scene where they get attacked. So she's fighting pantless, like they have to run. She's pantless.
Well, I mean, shit. Somebody breaks in, you're not gonna put your pants on. You may
Oh,
not
but
have time
still,
to.
like it's the setup that you know.
Oh, of course, but again, I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and then he's saved by the cheap medallion there at the end.
Yep.
That for some reason he's still wearing.
Even though it comes into play.
Even though I could have sworn he gave it back or took it off or gave it back to the guy after.
No, he did. He didn't. He kept it on because you see him wearing it later on in the movie too, or earlier from that part what we were talking about right now, but later.
Yeah, so he
The thing
complains
is, he
about
didn't like it
being
though. He's wearing it.
No, he didn't like it, and he complains about it. So he's still wearing it. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it makes no sense. He would have took it off and threw it, or put it on a hotel desk or his house or something.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you
Just
paid
like
$100.
it
You paid
literally
$100 for it. You might as well.
It literally looks like a piece of a tin can that was.
That's it. The bottom cut off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crinkled up a little bit, aged.
And the sad thing is, there's other ones that look more like better looking. Like
well, he didn't give
one.
Yeah,
they gave him that fucking ugly one. They could have made the chosen necklace to help him that something cooler looking instead of fucking bottom of a soda can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But although the movie's just okay. Like I know I liked it better when I was younger.
Understandable.
As of now, it's just okay.
Yeah, if
Not
I'm recommending
one of his best
Eddie
movies, this is like lower tier of his movies.
If I'm recommending Eddie Murphy movies, I wouldn't consider this one at all.
Oh no, 100%.
I would. I would. But it wouldn't be my first choice for his movie.
I would name Shrek before this, and he's a co-star.
As a matter of fact, he said he would do a donkey movie, by the way, which I would love to fucking see him.
I'm surprised that never happened.
He said he'll do
like
hilarious if it comes out too.
Puss in Boots has his own fucking franchise. How does Donkey not have one? I mean, seriously.
Exactly.
He's fucking funny. He's the funniest character in the whole franchise.
Yeah,
like they could make like his origin story. Like, how is he the only donkey that can talk?
Yeah.
And we'll see that. He'll be like, oh,
I want to fucking watch. I'm gonna watch Shrek tomorrow. Now I want to watch fucking Shrek.
Dragon. I think.
By the way, how have we not? Which Beverly Hills Cop did we watch? Did we watch the first one?
Just the first one.
We watched the first one, and then I think I went and watched 2 and 3. I think we all watched 2 and 3 on our own. We didn't review them though. We might have briefly discussed.
We should fucking do that because 4 is coming out. He's doing it for Netflix, right? I think Beverly Hills Cop 4 is coming out on Netflix.
Jesus, I hope it's funny.
Me too.
I feel like it's got to be better than Golden Child.
Probably, but it's one of those movies you like. It starts burning out. You're like, okay, after 3, you're like, you're gonna make another one.
It's been like 30 years, man.
Axel, yeah, he's old as shit now. No, I'll watch it though. I'm not gonna lie. Eddie Murphy is still funny. He's funny.
I'm looking it up now. Beverly Hills Cop 4. Let's see here. Supposed to come out this year.
So while he's looking that up, I'll say this, peoples.
It is a Netflix. It's supposed to be on Netflix this year.
Nice.
Next weekend we are starting Indiana Jones. We are reviewing 1 and 2.
Yes, we are.
2024. Sorry,
2020 next year. And the following weekend we'll be doing 3 and 4. So we're going through those 4 films, and then
Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Which they showed a preview for the new movie before Ant-Man. I'm not gonna lie, the new movie looks good. The preview for the new movie looks really good. I think it does.
We'll have to review the new movie.
I'm avoiding trailers. So
4 was awful. 4 was awful because of Shia LaBeouf and the whole premise.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's in that one. That's right. He's in that. That's right.
But they legit pretended like he never existed for.
Well, yeah, exactly. Because that one, they're supposed to look like they're going to hand over the torch. Shia LaBeouf is going to be the new Indy. But then something happened where they're like, "Fuck that!" Now they just forget about him.
Yeah,
like,
he sucks.
He wasn't there. He wasn't there. But anyway, we'll talk about that when we're watching.
Yeah,
I'm sure
I can't stand. I'm gonna hold it off for that, but I hate him with a passion.
Good to know. Good to know for future wheels.
He's a piece of shit.
The thing is, though, he is in a few good movies.
He's not the reason they're good movies, though.
No, that's not the reason. But he's in some good movies. But I'll stick with my 4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Stick with my 8. So on to The Sandlot.
If you're going to watch Eddie Murphy movies, watch something else.
Yeah. I'll say, watch his stand-up for sure. Hilarious.
Oh, yeah. James is going to be wearing the purple leather outfit from Raw next week.
Yeah. Who's going to wear the red one for Delirious?
Chris is.
I'll do it.
With a hat on.
It seems like James and I should be the ones doing it.
It's the tightest fucking outfits too. Fucking leather, fucking tight.
Oh my
like how you breathing walking around, man.
There's an episode of Scrubs where they have a throwaway joke about Chirk and JD. JD makes a bunch of money, so he buys the Raw Eddie Murphy Raw outfits for him and Turk.
I gotta go back and watch that show. It's
Scrubs is funny.
Hilarious.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, I actually had the DVDs. I'll probably buy them again because mine were scratched.
Interesting note about the DVDs. They're the only ones with the actual original music.
That's why I want them too, because it takes away once because you remember those parts and it's like, wait, what the fuck?
They picked specific songs for those scenes in the show and shit like that, and they weren't able to license that music, which means that those songs got replaced in all the streaming versions. So the DVDs and shit are the only ones with the original music planned for scenes.
Nice.
That the directors intended and writers and stuff.
Oh wow. That sucks.
Ready to talk Sandlot?
Sandlot.
This is one of those movies where.
Hold on, early ratings.
Oh yeah,
Aaron gets off the phone.
I was looking up Scrubs. I see the DVDs.
This one I'm going to give an 8.
I'm with James on this one. I'm giving it an 8.
Looks like it's 8 across the board for this one.
This it's a classic, man.
Yeah, it's a classic, and it don't get old. It's one of those you put on. It's like you're like
1993. So we're coming up on 30 years of this.
Oh, there's a part 2. I didn't know
there is a sequel, and I don't know who's in it. I saw that.
Me either.
Hold on. One thing I want to point out because it's bothering me. So the part of the movie poster that's in our bottom left corner, concerns me with the look on the children's faces.
Yeah.
It's concerning that it's not baseball related story.
You're right about that.
Just and I've been focused on that since we started, and it's creeping me out.
I don't know what to say, man.
No, but I don't even like baseball. Like I
Me
find
either.
it incredibly. I find it incredibly boring.
But okay, so I'm with you on this, and there's something about this. So I don't like baseball, but I like baseball movies. This fucking the one we did with Charlie Sheen, Major League.
Major
yeah.
League, the Chadwick Boseman one, 42.
There's, there's
42.
rookie.
Rookie, what was that? Rookie of the year, right?
Rookie of the year. Yeah.
No, that's not Rookie of the Year.
No, Rookie of the Year is one of them. That's a baseball movie.
We didn't watch that.
The kid
That's
breaks his arm.
Yeah, we have not watched that.
No. We're just naming other baseball movies. Rookie
Oh
of the
yeah.
year.
Oh yeah.
Angels
That was my first pay-per-view buy, by the way.
Rookie of the
That's
year.
the first time I ever bought when it first came out, where pay-per-view shit came out, and it was like it was like cheap, and I asked my mom, I was like, "Oh, can I rent this?" It was like I forgot what it was, $3.99 or some shit, and I got it, and I watched it. I was like, "Okay, cool."
I forgot about Angels in the Outfield.
Angel in the Outfield, that's a classic.
Maybe we'll make a sports wheel, and it could be that way. We could have basketball, baseball, football,
We're gonna
whatever.
put Rudy, basketball.
I've never seen Rudy, so I would love for that.
You never seen Rudy?
Wow.
I've never seen Rudy, believe it or
Oh,
not.
shit.
I've always heard the name. And here's the funny thing. Here's the funny / messed up thing, I guess, is I've
Notre
always heard the
Dame?
name. And I've always said I wanted to see. I was like, I gotta see this movie. I gotta see this movie. I gotta see this movie.
Yeah.
And
That's
just
another
never sat down
classic.
and watched it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to do a sports wheel. We're gonna have to do a sports
Wow.
wheel.
Sports. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Try to keep the wheels maybe between 8 to 10 movies total. Well, we'll say 8 whenever.
2 movies each.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
No, this was a classic, man. Like, it's almost 2 stories in one, honestly, because they don't even get to the main point that everyone remembers about the Babe Ruth ball, literally until like halfway through the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And look, and as I realize, like, I don't know, I haven't watched this in so many years. I don't know the last time I watched it, and I'm trying to think of it in a movie telling perspective, trying to show this story to audiences. Clearly, the first half of this is building the relationships among the characters.
Oh yeah,
because like I said, you don't get to the main point of the movie until halfway through it, and they did a really good job with that.
The first story is a kid who just moved into town, has no friends.
Yeah.
He makes
this kid
friends.
moves to the town. He has no friends. They spend 45 minutes making this connection between him and all the other kids so that it's more believable when they try to team together to get this Babe Ruth ball back from this, the Beast, as they call him.
The Beast.
Oh, the dog. Big-ass dog, yeah. The Beast!
And it makes the second half of the movie so much more enjoyable had they not established those relationships and those bonds and stuff like that.
Agreed.
Just watching them work together for their ridiculous plans to try to get this ball out of this guy's backyard.
Benny's the oldest one. He's the leader, the best baseball player. That becomes
Ham, the fat red-headed, curly-haired white.
He was funny. He was funny though.
Oh, that shit.
What about
Dude.
that the dorky one with the lifeguard?
Dude, that was one of the best scenes in the movie. Squints. I wrote that down. Squints. Squints jumps in the deep end and fakes drowning so he can kiss Wendy Peppercorn.
No, he really couldn't. He said he couldn't swim. Remember that?
Yeah, no, he really couldn't swim. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. He legit tries to drown so she'll save him.
Yeah,
and she did. And then
then at the end, the credits that shows that he married her.
Dude, that's one thing I did not remember, and those are kind of adult jokes at the end there.
Yeah,
where they're talking about everybody moving away and leaving.
The tall one with the glasses. He got into the 60s and never heard from him again.
No one ever saw him again. I'm like,
so that means he got into the drugs. He got into the drugs. That's what happened.
Squints grows up, marries Wendy Peppercorn, has 9 kids.
9 kids, yeah.
So he clearly didn't keep
the one
it in
with
his
the baseball, he becomes a sports cast guy.
You know what? That was a nice twist. Actually,
Major Leagues.
I appreciate the twist on that from
Yeah.
the very start of the movie where they show the main character walk into the sports announcer booth for a baseball game, and then the main kid, baseball kid, Benny, being a star player. I appreciate that. That was a pretty good twist, honestly. It was a good.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good way to end the story.
Now, was that a joke, or is there really a baseball player, Benny the Jet?
I think of the Elton John. I mean, I think of the Elton John song, "Benny and the Jets." But
oh, man, I don't know.
I mean,
Benny
I assume,
Rodriguez, Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
I assume there's a connection there. I don't know.
I couldn't even tell you.
Yo, dude, for one, that kid has stamina as a motherfucker.
Oh, to keep running from the dog.
He ran around the whole town.
Yeah,
a few times it seemed like.
I was thinking that the whole time.
It made me laugh too because all these kids are afraid of the beast. The fence comes down. Benny's running. You think they'll scatter, freaking out. The dog just runs by him. They're like, "Oh, the dog is not after us. It's just after him, just staring it down." Like, I will panic. I'm like, "Oh shit, get the fuck out of here!"
And classic James Earl Jones that has looked the exact same for 50 years.
Hey man,
oh yeah, 100%. And Dennis Leary is in it. He's the stepfather.
I totally forgot he was in this as the stepdad.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have many scenes.
Yeah,
but still.
Yeah.
I left when this poor kid when he shows up at the Sandlot and doesn't know how to throw a ball or catch it, and they're making fun of him. Yeah. It's like L7 weenie.
Yeah, L7 weenie.
Weenie.
Just like the fucking 1950s jokes.
Yo, when he called the dude a fart sniffer, I was laughing so hard at this.
Oh, that was one of the best scenes in the movie where they're going back and forth there with the other team. You play Paul like a girl.
That was the final straw. That was like the worst insult.
But the thing is, what had me laughing about it and thinking about it, I was like, the crazy thing is nowadays people pay for this shit. Like, people will pay a woman to fart in a jar for them. And back in the day, calling somebody a fart sniffer was like an insult. I feel like it should still be an insult, but some people don't.
No, it should be.
You're like, no, I smell farts daily.
Like, why?
No, you're not sticking your head in your own crotch, friend.
Farts
to other people.
And the thing is, it brought me because that is the type of disses that you shoot out when you're that age.
Of course.
It is, man. This is what kids say to each other.
You ask, it's fucking the stupidest shit.
You see, here's the stuff you said when you were close to home. When you got away from home is when the crazy shit that swearing started flying. Shit, yep. Even if you still had your little corny kid jokes, you just add some cuss words to it. Like, instead of fart sniffer, you fucking fart sniffer. But when you're close to home, you ain't gonna be saying that shit.
I was remembering. So there's the one scene where he catches the ball and he gets the black eye from it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys play Little League at all?
No.
I did. I started doing it.
I was too poor and fat.
I played Little League, and I remember once losing a ball. I was in the outfield. I remember losing a ball in the sun, and it hit me in the chest when it came down. And I legit had to.
This is why he hates baseball.
And I
just solved the problem.
No. I think part of it is because I was forced to keep playing Little League when I didn't want to. But I had like the fucking stitch marks in my chest for like a week from where that ball hit me.
Damn. Fuck.
I remember wanting to play at one point, and then I didn't want to, but I was just kind of forced to keep going. I'm like, I fucking hate baseball.
See, I hate baseball, but I did like going and like hitting the ball, like playing home run derby.
Yeah,
with my friends.
Doing
like,
that
just
shit,
but I didn't like playing. Like run to a base, stand there, and all that shit.
Boring as shit.
I can't watch it.
I didn't mind playing like home run derby or what was the other wiffle ball, which is some very
wiffle. Yeah, wiffle. Well, wiffle balls. Yeah.
And then remember, you guys ever playing wiffle ball? It'd be 3 people. Yes, just 3 people. You have a pitcher, someone in the outfield, and everybody, it's every man for themselves basically.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get around? Remember Ghost Man on first? If you make it to first base, Ghost, all that.
Oh
other
yeah,
shit.
Ghost Man.
Oh,
I forgot
yeah.
that shit.
That's
Yes.
right.
Oh,
Ghost Man
Oh,
first. I
man.
go hit
So-
again.
and the reason why I'm bringing this old story up, children, is because don't sit here and say if you have 3 friends you can't do shit, you can't play baseball, because yes, the fuck you can.
Dude, it don't
Ghost
matter.
Man.
Kids these days don't do shit like this anymore. They got video games, their phones. No one
Forgot
goes
about
outside and
Ghost
have
Man.
fun
Yeah,
anymore.
I would love to go, like, the people that I'm friends with now and that remember all these type of games, I would love to be able to just snap my fingers and go back to childhood. Well, that's all being childhood friends plus your friends.
We used to be out. I used to
playing
be
some of these
outside
fucking
every
games.
day doing something
Yes.
different.
Yes.
When it's snowing, outside in the cold, freezing, playing King of the Mountain.
Oh,
Or
that's how I broke
sledding,
my wrist.
Snowball fights.
He said that's how I broke my wrist.
King of the Mountain.
You said it
I
with a smile
remember-
on your face, like
No,
memories.
so there's this story about King of the Mountain.
Hey, man, those memories make me smile now.
I
Yes, they
used to
do.
be like king a lot when I was playing because I was a big kid. But there's this one time where I was on the bottom of the thing and someone else was the king.
James.
And
is
this
the
one
bottom.
kid, this one kid was going to
Mm-hmm.
run by me, and so I grabbed him. I picked him up into a power bomb, and I power bombed him on a chunk of ice where I thought it was snow. He was
So-
down. I thought I broke his back. This is like when I was
Oof.
12.
Damn.
I was
And he
in middle
like,
school.
"Oh," crying. I was like, oh shit.
I know. I was in middle school when I broke my wrist. It was like 6th or 7th grade, somewhere between 5th or 7th grade. So we had a big backyard, and I remember my dad used a snowblower to build this big mound in the backyard, basically, just to like take the sleds down or something. And I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, but I cut off part of it so that it was like more of a drop. And
Oh,
then
shit.
it must have froze or something even more at the bottom, so it was ice. And we were playing. I have friends over. We were playing King of the Mountain, and that's the side I fell off of and just landed on my wrist.
Oh,
Like I
shit.
cracked a small bone all the way through, the larger bone halfway. So I had the cast that was halfway up my bicep for
Yeah.
6 weeks, and then
I
got
never
that
broke
cut.
a
I remember
bone.
getting it cut off where they bring in the little fucking saw. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god, they're gonna cut my arm all the way down. And then
Yeah.
had to get it rewrapped, and then I had another cast for 2 weeks that was just up my forearm.
Damn. So you
Yeah.
basically had a cast for 8 fucking weeks.
8 weeks, man, and that was over the spring and summer.
That's
Oh,
even
the
worse.
best time. So yeah, that sucks. Can't do shit now.
Now it's just
Basically, almost
drinking.
all sports.
Because
all sports
because
now
I'm
except for
pretty sure I
soccer.
must have broke it towards the end of winter because it was definitely over the spring.
That
Damn.
sucks.
Never broke a bone.
Me either.
That's
I
the
know.
only time.
I've done a lot of.
And I used to do
I mean,
stupid shit like getting in a shopping
Yeah.
cart, run down.
God, we're boys, and we had other male friends growing up as kids, and it's, yo, I dare you to. Oh, what are you scared? Like, and for whatever reason, that just sets you off. Like, I'm not scared.
Oh,
Watch
dude.
this.
That's how we fucking grew up.
Yeah, exactly.
Peer pressure is a motherfucker, ain't it?
But learn life lessons, man. You get tougher.
Well,
like,
shit like
well, I'm
that,
not
yeah,
gonna say
but
tough.
shit like that-
People use the definition tough differently. I'm talking about like if someone fucking falls and hits their knee and they think they're dying over dramatic, but back then you're like, that's nothing. Get up and walk that shit off. I flew out of a
man.
fucking shopping cart. Yo, I hit a boulder in the middle of the road with my mountain bike. Flipped over the handlebars, and I'm a kid. I hit down so hard. I'm like, oh fuck! I'm like, where's my bike? My bike, here it comes, lands on me. It was up in the fucking air,
Damn.
and I was fucking. My rim was bent in half. I was laying on the ground for like fucking 10 minutes. No one was on the street. Nobody. I was by myself. I was like, oh fuck! I get up. I had to walk my bike back home. All fucked up, man. But that's what we did when we were younger, man. Like that's the toughness I'm talking about. Like walk it off. Get up and walk it off.
Depending on how bad you were hurt, yeah, but yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh.
Get up, you walk it off, and you just fucking deal with it.
We took a piece of plywood, put it on 2 skateboards, sat on it, and go down a fucking hill.
Yeah.
Never
That's
did
smart, right?
Yeah.
No.
Not at all, but I understand what you're saying.
You know what the funny thing was? A lot of dumb shit we did too. Like when you are rolling down the hill or riding your bike down the hill, it's always like you're going. It's like, yeah, you're going down a side street, but you're that street that you're crossing is a busy fucking street. So you.
You had the lookout. You had the one person run all the way down.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I remember that. But still, there's always that time where somebody could be flying
I think I remember what brought up the idea of making that, because we're sitting around, we're trying to think what to do. We're like, oh man, it feels fucking winter. We can go sledding. So we're like, wait a minute, and there's skateboards in the corner. We're like, yo, let's make it has wheels, yo. Let's fucking put a board on it.
Well, I remember.
This is what happens. Go ahead, Chris.
Going sledding always leads to somebody building a jump that's way too high.
Yep.
Oh, I don't do the jumps. I just go under a fucking fence. Fucking goddamn it.
And hitting that fucking
so
ramp.
much.
I know I've slammed my head coming back down from whatever jump we've made multiple times.
Fun stuff. See, that's what kids need to do these days. Put your phone down. Go outside and have some fun. Bring old school games back. What about go outside with your friends and play dodgeball? Does anybody play dodgeball anymore?
It's probably not allowed.
That was a fucking fun game. I like dodgeball.
I don't know. I feel like we grew up in the last perfect time. We caught the tail end of that before technology really.
Yeah, and the good. I agree with that too, because it's like we got to see. I mean, like shit, movies like this, like The Sandlot, which is bringing up these conversations. But we got to see those movies like at the time when you'd enjoy them a lot more because you were a kid playing outside, maybe not playing baseball over here.
Yeah,
but you were a kid
like you and
outside,
your friends hanging out. Yeah,
doing whatever you were doing, and I think that's what drew me to a lot of these movies back then, because you just picture as you and your friends. You're like, I wish, like I would literally as a kid, like I wish this was me and my friends doing this, like fucking this summer, this type of shit that they're doing.
Yeah,
and even the little trouble these kids get. Yeah,
yo, that was funny with the mother too. The mother was like, "I want you to make friends. Go get in trouble. Go do something bad. Not too bad, but what mother says go get in trouble, man? Go fuck something up."
I'm glad I grew up when I did, because I graduated high school in 2001. I assume you guys were around the same time.
I did graduate. I got GED.
Same here.
Yeah, same.
I was allergic to school.
Around the same time. So we grew up.
Coffee when I walk in.
I feel like we grew up, or we got to that point and then got through college and stuff like that around at the same times where before social media and technology really became an influence on kids.
They had like the Nintendo out and everything, but it wasn't nothing like it stopped you from going outside and have more fun.
No.
Like, I mean, I had the internet in high school. All right. Yeah, high school, not middle school. Yeah, high school. Maybe middle school. I can't remember about middle school. No, because but the AOL discs, and then I ended up having Roadrunner. Not the point. Anyway, yeah, and it wasn't what the internet is now. Not even nowhere near it.
No, there was like a few games. You could play like solitaire, chess, shit like that.
I mean,
it wasn't
in
the chat rooms. But you don't really go to the chat rooms until nighttime, not in the day. No one's on there.
Having random AOL conversations asking A/S/S/L.
Yeah.
And you had
looking for cyber action.
Could have been talking to a fucking 9-year-old man, but back then we didn't know nothing.
Yeah. Probably were. Ain't that some bullshit?
At one point.
Yep. I should have known when the guy's named Big Bear 2020 or something. Like I should be talking to him, huh?
He just had to take it there.
I did.
But no, seriously though, like this movie here, especially The Sandlot, it just brings you back to that. Like, oh my goodness, like I really do miss being a fucking kid, man. Like just
the ideas come up, like them making the ideas, getting the ball back, all that creative ideas,
man. So there was the vacuum,
like MacGyver shit.
Like these kids are legit little engineers. They go from random kids playing baseball to blossoming engineers, trying to come up with ways to get this baseball back.
It's
using connects, they fucking making machines and shit.
That happens a lot in like these type of kid movies, where these group of friends, these group of kids get together and have to do something. They always have to be like fucking just geniuses at some point in the movie. Even though you see them doing dumb shit through the whole movie, somehow they're a genius. They build some fucking thing, get it working right. I'm like, how the fuck did you guys do this? But you couldn't figure out how to open that gate earlier. Like, what the hell is going on? But I love it.
Then it comes to the last straw where the kids was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna jump the fence and run."
Yep.
Gotta pickle the fucking beast.
Changes his shoes.
PF Flyers, baby.
Yep, and that's where he became.
You gotta fly, man.
Ham shit talking the baseball batters was one of my favorite.
That was the best. Yeah, I love it.
Where they're
That's
playing the
one of
other team.
funniest.
He's like, "Is that your sister in the outfield? Is she naked? Does she want to meet
Yeah.
up with me? Is that what?"
He just kept going on. I was
Just
laughing.
little things like that is so stupid corny, but it's funny because that's like a normal thing you would say. Like, "Oh, is that your sister?"
And it's one of those things. Like at that age, it's going to annoy you. Like you're not. Because you have the ego, you have the whatever it is, you have all that shit to where it's gonna throw you off, it's gonna annoy you.
Don't
Once you're
talk about
older,
my
you can
sister.
just ignore it. Yeah,
Yep.
once you're older, you can just ignore it and be like, whatever.
Yeah. That was a kid.
That was
it's just
good. The chewing tobacco scene where they
Oh,
after that win, they all eat the chewing tobacco and they go on the festival ride there.
And everybody
throwing
throws
up.
up. And after that,
Everybody
they're
just
like,
fucking
we're gonna go back
vomits,
to
man.
we're gonna
A
stick,
lot,
we're gonna stick
too.
with what was it, Bubblicious?
Same color. Yeah, they quit. They never touched it
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
Fucking puked on the girl. All the
Oh,
people's all the same. They get off the ride. That was like the most puke I ever seen. It was like your whole front of their self recovered.
Oh, that was funny.
I like that they're like after they lose a baseball, and they're like, "We're done for the day. That's all we had." And then there's a reference to, "Do you have 98 cents to buy a new baseball?"
I used to go
God.
to the pharmacy and buy a baseball for $1. It used to come in a box like that. I remember that shit.
He was like, who has 90? He's like, just has 98 cents laying around like it's nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing, but it's funny because as a kid, it's like, yo, $1 at those times, which fucking you can't anymore, but I can go get a bunch of candy with this $1. I like usually I can go get a ball with this $1. We can do something. Like,
I
we can
mean,
do something with this.
But $1, the baseball was a high purchase, man. That's
even at that time, $1 doesn't seem that bad.
No.
Well, when you're a kid, you don't have no fucking money. You don't have a job or anything. So
no, but if one of them was to ask their parents or something,
it depends. It depends though.
Yo, dude, we used to make our own baseballs. We used to take fucking socks, roll them up.
Yep.
And duct tape them.
Yes, I was gonna say or duct tape. Yeah, when you're broke, you get real creative.
Or here's the high class poor. You go to a claw machine and you pick up, you win one of those fucking like NBA basketballs with your team logo on it. Then you get that and you duct tape it, so it's a perfect circle like a softball, and that's when you play.
How is a ball not already a perfect circle?
No, I'll talk about because before socks, it's not a perfect like a baseball. If you use a roll like a sock. So we're like, if we wanted more like the real baseball shape, we had to go and win one out of the claw machine. But then in your head, you're like, all the cords you're feeding the machine to win that, you could just go buy a baseball.
Ben bought one. You could have bought like 6 of them.
How much money did you pump into that machine? Was it 98 cents?
Oh, I suck at my brother's a master at claw machine. I suck at him. That motherfucker used to go price chopper, go shopping. I'll be waiting in the car. He'll come out. He has like 4 stuffed animals in his hand. I'm like, what the fuck? He was like, yeah, I had 4 ones on me. I had to stop at the claw machine.
That was an awesome fucking tree.
4 times.
That treehouse.
Oh, that treehouse is dope.
Awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
Yo, and I hate heights, but I always wanted a treehouse as a kid, just because every fucking kids movie that had one.
The fucking treehouse had power.
Dude, these movies glorify treehouses in a way that's not possible for the common kid.
Not even close.
No,
not even close.
I mean, I remember having like a vague treehouse. Nothing to this extent. It was really.
I'm afraid of heights. Never had one. No thanks. My friend had one. I would have said no thanks.
That's the one thing in like these old kid movies and stuff like this. Like they glorify treehouses in a way that's almost not possible for non-rich families, despite them being
exactly
portraying poor kids.
They do, like every kid has a tree.
Yeah,
like no. You gotta have money to make a treehouse. Have a treehouse, right?
Yes, for the ones they have, yes, the fuck you do.
Yeah, the ones they have. Yeah, you can find fucking boards and everything around and make one where you're afraid to move because you're gonna follow.
I wouldn't even do it or trust it. Like seriously, we gotta talk about the infrastructure on some of these things. You're like, how is this how isn't this a house?
They legit build a tiny house in a tree. You saw that it had steps going up right before they go up.
Steps. Perfect floor, like a hardwood floor.
Who built this thing? It wasn't the kids. They didn't build this.
Because they had power. They had vacuums running in it.
Yo, I would be doing. Listen, if I had something that phenomenal, I'm assuming it has heat and all this other shit. That's what I'd be doing a podcast from all the time in the treehouse. Where's there? In the tree? Come on, guys.
I mean, the adult version is just a fucking shed in the backyard.
I guess. Yeah. Or a man cave. That's the adult version. We go from a tree house to inside the house
Yeah.
in one room.
Don't get me wrong. If I had the kind of space and a tree house, I would consider building one even as an adult.
I mean, I wouldn't want to build it myself if I had the funds and it was all, all the good shit to get it done legit.
You know, have
Pay
power
someone
up
to
there
do
with a TV and fucking system playing Elden Ring in a beanbag chair.
Man.
Just chilling. Got his
The
beard.
adult tree house.
You have one of them fucking just because I'm just being ridiculous now. You know the tunnels like how we have at work, James. We go from the garage to the fucking.
There you go.
you go from your home to the treehouse. It's like you're like, listen,
dude. There's a reason adults don't
an
use
underground
treehouses,
tunnel from the house to the treehouse. I like it.
Yep.
Drinking and trying to climb down a tree is not a good idea.
Well, that's how you'd have steps.
You would have steps.
You gotta.
For one, that's
stairs,
dangerous
James.
when you're drunk. You're supposed to avoid steps.
Steps are in the house, man.
Yeah, but if you're in a treehouse, listen. I may fall asleep in here. You know, you let your significant other know I may fall asleep in here. You can come.
You're like, I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep in the treehouse.
Uh,
if you want some Tarzan action, come on up.
Oh God, James is up there just wearing a loincloth.
Everybody's sleeping there. Oh, people are like, oh, fucking James
Tarzan.
Like, what the hell is
his
James
wife
doing?
in the treehouse again.
Like, who? But I thought his wife, she's inside cooking dinner. He just drew something on his head. He's gonna be asleep as soon as
James tries to swing from the tree like he's fucking Tarzan, and then just falls on his flat on his face.
Like, why is he doing that? He's been drinking again.
Yeah, fucking James. I cracked up. Just my favorite part of this movie is the second half of the movie, just where they're trying to get the ball out of the yard and all the
100%.
ridiculous ideas.
Yeah.
Where they go to lift the kid up in the air and bring him down in like a pulley system that these little fucking engineers have designed.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
And then at the end, they said, there's a reference about him going on to something about him and bungee jumping.
He invented bungee jumping. He invented it.
And he said, and you know why? Yeah. That part.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that made me laugh about that scene, though. They did all the high tech shit first, right? And the dog grabbed it and ripped it apart and launched it over the fence. This metal. The dog's bad strong, metal flying over. So the kid, the last idea, tied a rope to me and put me down into the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the dog yank you up and fucking launch you over
that wasn't the last idea, man. They did the whole erector set cart after that.
Oh yeah, you're right. The cart was after. Okay. Fucking. It was crazy though, but the ideas,
dude,
man.
But that kid had the
MacGyver.
fucking that asshole had the ball in his hand and he dropped it when they went to pick him up. You should.
Yeah, he had it.
That kid is the asshole in this.
You want to know what's funny about this?
He had it. No, all you had to do was hold on to it.
No. Long Bill was the asshole because you don't touch and autograph anything to go play with it.
Dude, for what?
No, the kid was dumb as shit, man. But Dennis Leary, as the dad, should have told him what that ball was.
Oh, 100%. He explained it to him. Don't touch this ever because of this.
But he did. But he did tell him that it meant something to him and don't touch it and all that.
He didn't. He didn't know that until his mom told him.
He didn't break it. It wasn't broken down to him.
His mom told him after
she told him who gave it to him. He thought he was like, some Babe Ruth, some lady gave it to him, right? And then she explained it to him.
Yeah, after he had already picked it up and they kicked it or batted it over the fence there.
So here's the thing. The moral of the story was he was still going to get it. If they got the ball back, he was still in trouble. That dog fucked that ball up.
100%.
So
they show it getting dirtier.
I would have just gave up and said, listen, it's destroyed. Why get this ball back? What's the point? I'm like, no thanks. I'm going to get in trouble. Just
go knock on the guy's door. Just go knock on the guy's door.
Yeah, they start slapping each other like they go, oh yeah, James Earl Jones like, why don't you just come and knock on the door? They're like, because the fucking story, Yeah, the rumor because he told the story about ate one a kid went missing.
Yeah. One of them little tales that you know how them tales go.
Yo, that dude, by the way, that James Earl Jones, if it's like all the shit he had, rich. He has signed everything, Babe Ruth and everything. These days, man, you'd be loaded.
Oh fuck yeah! And he just gave the baseball away.
Yeah, he's like, here you go. I don't need it. Signed by the whole team of the World Series team.
Because he was there.
Yeah, he was there. Got hit in the side in the eye with the fucking
side of the head, and he was blind.
High ball to the face.
When I watch this, like, part of me, I'm like, is this? I need to Google this. Are they using some real references? I'm like, is this true? I'm like, why do they go Google? Like, yo, what the fuck?
I'm sure as far as like some of the stats and
is the Jet Rodriguez a real baseball player? Was this a real story?
No.
Well, I don't think it was based on a true story, James.
No, I'm saying not 100%. I'm saying like bits. Like there's really like there was a group of friends where he really knew the one became a real baseball player and shit. They grew up together.
Possibly.
And they're just telling the story. I don't know.
I see what you're saying.
I never looked
that
it up.
Stupid. By the way, that stupid dumb shit hat with the ridiculously large brim that the kid wears.
He brings it back at the end of the movie.
Yeah. He should have burned that in the fireplace like Benny asked him to.
Yep. Ugly ass fucking hat. I've never seen a hat like that.
I didn't dig it.
I don't know. That Benny, he was like the oldest one. He was kind of friendly. Give him free gloves and everything. What did he want?
I don't know, man, but this picture in the bottom left corner does not indicate a baseball
player
to me. It indicates a childhood about to go in a dark direction.
There's a guy in a bush with candy.
Yeah.
That's what that looks like.
And olive oil.
Like, you want this Snickers?
Oh, man.
He's like, it's not going to hurt. Have your friend hold them. That's what it looks like. He's like holding them. He's like, it's going to be all right.
I got some white chocolate treats for you.
That is
you guys are crazy.
Picture. That picture don't look right.
No, a close up on that is not. It's not appropriate.
Yeah, that's not a good picture. That's funny
shit. You guys are wild.
I don't know, man. Just to look on their faces, this was not thought out.
They're playing a different kind of pickle.
Those poor children. Yeah,
See?
they're not the pickle. This is a different pickle.
So that's the full picture, but they're all standing around looking down.
I figured I'd pull it up to show everybody.
Why is he leaning on his
just
chest?
Just the three kids right here, like these two, and the one with the fucking. It don't look right.
Yeah, why is he leaning on his chest like that?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. He's like, hold me. This feels so good.
Like, he had an uncomfortably close affection for Penny in the movie to begin with.
Yeah.
It was his first friend, I guess. I don't know.
Only friend, yeah, I guess so. Because those two were, they're mainly like the closest out of them all.
They ended up becoming best friends though, because he mentions it. I mean,
I get it. I'm just saying, but the picture is not a.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
So next week,
not to ruin this image of the Sandlot for people out there that enjoy it, but still.
It's just how Aaron posted it. It's cut off.
Don't blame Aaron. No. Aaron, that's how the cover is, James. That's the legit cover.
No, I understand, but it's blocked off. We're only seeing these three kids.
I get it. I don't know. You made that point. You made that a point.
Oh, you're talking about the bottom part. I didn't think it was gonna look like that. I just said
it looks like a pedophile will have on in their computer.
No, the fuck it does not. Do not put me in that disgusting.
That's not the kind of wall that people that enjoy this picture want to have hanging above them.
Fucked up picture. Oh shit. So anyways, Indiana Jones.
You just know we're late in the episode as we've gone way off the rails.
Yes. Indiana Jones 1 and 2 next weekend.
Aaron, did you see all the Indiana Jones?
I know I've seen the first 2. I remember seeing bits and pieces of 4. I don't remember how much. I don't know if I've seen 3 and 4. I know I've seen bits and pieces of 4.
Okay.
Because you guys mentioned Shia LaBeouf. I remember seeing him, but I don't know if I can watch the whole thing, and I can't remember if I've seen 3 or not.
Nobody wants to watch that whole thing.
But we're gonna watch them. We're gonna review them for you.
Sure.
But people, we're gonna wrap this one up. like a gravy train on a hot dog truck. So, with that said,
Got a hot dog down a hallway.
like he said,
I got a hot dog and 2 meatballs.
oh man, check out the Z Network, people. There's a few of the shows right here. Horror Source 30, Stories from a Bar, and of course Popcorn and Pints. Check out the Scene Snobs. Check out the Scary Snobs. Yeah, I'm over there too now, people. Check out the Scary Snobs and Worst Damn Gamer. He's back doing his Friday night gaming. Check him out there. But we're out of here, guys. Thanks for popping by. Peace, peace, peace. Don't get raped by a dragon either.